Good morning, everyone. My name is Katrina. We're going to be doing Pilates. Before we begin, please note that this is being recorded and will be on this new YouTube page. Also, please keep yourselves on mute, and if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat below. All right, let's get started. We're going to start off by laying down flat, taking a couple of deep breaths. So centering ourselves from top to bottom, side to side. Bring your hands to your stomach. We're going to fill that belly up with air. Move it all the way out. And inhale. Exhale. Now let's bend those knees up. Finding our neutral spine position, we're going to take the points of the hips towards the belly button, engaging that core, leaving just a little bit of a gap between your lower back and the mat. And we're going to take 2 more deep breaths here. So fill the belly up there. Put it all the way out. And inhale. Exhale. Let's bring those legs up to a tabletop position. Knees are stacked over the hips. Knees are at 90 degrees. Bring the hands straight past the hips. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Begin pumping the arms up and down vigorously. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. And hug those knees right into the chest. Let's rock it from side to side. Wake those back muscles up. Then bringing the feet back down onto the floor. We're going to take 1 foot towards the ceiling. Let's just take a second to roll up those ankles, wake up the calf, slowly straighten out that leg. And start focusing on grounding those hips, squeezing the core. And we're going to find our neutral foot position, so not super pointed, not super flexed, somewhere right in the middle. A soft bend in the knee is okay. Tuck or move. And we're going to go for little circles, in, around, up, in, around, up, in, around, up, in, around, up. 1 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and reverse. Across, around, lift up. Across, around, 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 up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to make these circles a bit bigger. So keeping that core squeezed, keeping those hips grounded. Let's take it in, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. And reverse. Across, around, lift up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. 1 more time. And let's bring that leg down and switch sides. Again, start off with just rolling out that ankle, loosening the foot up. Loosening up that ankle. Start engaging that core, grounding those hips. Find that neutral foot. Coming in, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and reverse. Across, around, lift up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And let's go for our bigger circle. So 4 of them here. We're going in, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. In, around, up. Squeeze the core, reverse. For across, around, lift up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. Across, around, up. And bring that leg down. Let's cycle the legs up from side to side. Just loosen them up here. Let's bring those feet back to flat. Hands go right by our side. We're going to go for our roll up. So tucking that chin, slowly bringing it up, giving it your best effort to come all the way up. Sitting tall, roll those shoulder blades back, eyes forward, abs come in and up. We're then going to make it C with the belly, eyes come down, slowly rolling it down, one vertebrae at a time. Now, if you only make it halfway up, that's okay. Just give it your best effort here. So tuck that chin, we're rolling up. Sitting tall at the top, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Round it out, slowly articulating right back down. And tuck that chin, lifting. Eyes up, abs in. Scoop the abs as we slowly lower it right back down. And tuck that chin, lift. Sitting tall, eyes forward. Round it out, eyes to the belly button. We've got 4 more here. Tuck that chin, lifting. Sitting tall, pinching the shoulder blades. Rounding it out, one vertebrae at a time on the way down. And tuck that chin, we're lifting. Eyes forward. Round it up, slowly bringing it down. And tuck that chin, we're going right back up. Sitting tall, squeezing in. Rounding it out, scooping those lower abs in and up. One more time, tuck that chin, lift. Eyes forward, sitting tall, stack the spine. Round it out as slow as you possibly can on the way down flat. And recenter yourselves if you did move a little bit. We're going to pull those heels in a little closer to our glutes. Finding that neutral spine position, we're going to push the hips straight to the ceiling, squeezing those glutes, drawing our thighs in, squeezing. Abs are engaged, and let's slowly lower it down, keeping our hips in a neutral position for 3, 2, 1, lift. 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 2 more. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, let's rock ourselves up to a seated position or get there however you can. We're going to slide ourselves forward on the mat. Bring our hands behind the thighs. We have some power in that chest, making our hands like a nice big ball. We're going to take one foot up, opposite foot up. Find a balance on those stiff bones. Take a deep breath. And we're going to slowly straighten out those arms, rounding out the back. Scoop and lift tall. And round it out. Catch those abs. Use the abs to lift and sit tall. And round it out. Scoop and sit tall. One more time. Round it out. Find your balance on those sit bones. One foot down. Opposite foot down. Okay, now if that felt like a good challenge, stick with that. Otherwise, we're going to take it up a notch by taking our hands away. So hands go behind those thighs just to start it off. We've got power in the chest. Lift one foot. Lift the opposite foot. Now, if you feel confident, bring those hands right by your shins. We're going to slowly lean it back. This is a little motion. Scoop and lift tall. And round it out. Leaning back. Catching those lower abs. Scoop and lift tall. 2 more. Round it out. Lifting tall. Pinch the shoulder blades. And round it out. One more time. Lift it tall. One foot down. Opposite foot down. Okay, now we're going to go for rolling like a ball. So hands go back behind those sides. We're going to rock it back to the shoulder blades and all the way back up. So hands behind the sides, power in the chest. Chest. Lift one foot. Lift the opposite foot. Let's rock it back. Sit tall. Rock it back. Sit tall. Rock it back. Sit tall. One more time. Sit tall. One foot down. Opposite foot down. And slowly lower yourselves right back onto that mat for the ab series. This dog is insisting on being in front of me. Come on, Tucker. All right, bring those knees right into your chest. Hugging them in nice and tight. We're going to bring one foot up to the high diagonal with toe pointed, opposite hand to opposite shin. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Now let's pick up the pace. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Let the head come down, hug those knees in, rock your neck out from side to side, loosen right back up. Okay, gluing those feet together, toes are still pointed, thighs are glued. We're hugging the knees in nice and tight for double knee pull. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Reach everything out to the high diagonal. Scoop those arms around and hug it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Two more. Stretch. Hug it in. Last one. Back in. Head comes down. Rock that neck out from side to side. Now we're going to take our toes to the ceiling. Nice, as straight as we can with those legs. Toes are pointed. We're going to split the legs. And this time we're actually going to go straight into our big scissors here. So we're going to take that bottom leg as low as we can without losing our core. Both hands go to the closer thigh. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And let's pull, pull, switch. 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 And bring those heads down. Hug the knees in. Rock it out from side to side. For our next one, we're going to bring the feet to the floor, making a diamond with the hands, and bring it right underneath the tailbone. Now, if you feel confident with this one, you can always keep the hands side by side. We're going to lift the toes straight back to the ceiling. Nice straight legs, thighs are glued together. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lower those legs to the high diagonal. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lift it right back up. Now we're going to take this up a little bit more, going for our jackknife. So we're going to lift those hips up off the ceiling, up towards the ceiling. Scooping the abs, pointing those toes straight up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes. Now let's slowly lower to the floor, high diagonal. Scoop, lift right back up. Now this is too much on your neck. Stick with our original leg lower. Slowly lower to the floor, high diagonal. Scoop and lift. We've got 2 more times. Slowly bring it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Control, high diagonal. Right back up. We're going to do this 1 more time. Squeezing everything in as we slowly lower to the floor, high diagonal, lift, and bring those knees in. Rock the neck out from side to side. Now let's take our legs back to tabletop position. Knees are stacked over the hips. We're going to bring our hands right behind our head. Now we want this to be a gentle motion. We don't want to be cranking on our necks. Nice and gentle here. Bring one leg to the high diagonal. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Scoop through the center. Switch. Lifting through the center. Over. Scooping up and back. Lifting through and over. Scoop those abs and lift. Elbows wide and back. Make sure you're breathing over. Keep those shoulder blades up. Bringing it back. 1 more each side. Elbows wide. And slowly bring it down. And let's take a nice full body stretch here. Nice deep breath. Those toes away from the fingertips as far as we can. And slowly come up and flip on over to your stomach. So you actually don't even have to come up, you can just roll right on over. We're going to take our hands so that one hand is stacked on top of the other, bringing our forehead down onto the mat, grounding those hips so we're driving them down so hard that we almost lift our lower abs up off of the mat. So give that your best effort. Just squeeze it in as tight as you can. Pushing those hips down. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the head, neck, shoulders, and elbows. So get ready to lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And on this last one, we're going to hold and pulse. So lift, hold, and pulse for 3, 2, 1, lower. Awesome. Let's bring our hands straight out in front of us. Now we're going to lift opposite leg and arm back and forth, trying to hold that body up as best we can for some swimmers. So squeezing that core, abs lift in and up, hips are grounded. Let's lift opposite arm and leg, and switch, 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 glute and shoulder, switch, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more each side and bring it down. Take a deep breath. And if you felt confident with that, it didn't bother your back at all, we're going to come up onto our elbows. If not, keep the hands right where they were, stack one on top of the other, forehead down. That'll help protect your back a little bit. But otherwise, elbows underneath the shoulders, drive those hips down, abs lift in that hands are in fists because we mean it. We're going to take one foot towards our glute. Squeeze that quad so hard that it lifts up off the floor and lowers. Switch sides. Squeeze and lower. Kick it up. Lift and lower. Kick it up. Squeeze and lower. Kick it up. Lift and lower. Kick it up. Squeeze and lower. Now re-squeeze those abs in and up. We're going to pick up that pace. So let's kick, 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 and bring it down. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves up onto all fours. So hands go underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're going to slide the shoulder blades down the back, pulling the crown of the head away from the neck, away from the shoulders, squeezing those abs in and up. Let's take one foot back, take the opposite foot back, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One knee down, opposite knee down. Continue to squeeze those abs, roll the shoulder blades down and back, nice long neck. We're going to take one leg, push it back, push into that heel. Drop the hips, squeeze the core. Let's take our opposite hand out in front of us. And now lifting everything up, we're going to hold and squeeze, drop the hips, squeeze the core. And let's pulse everything up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Switching sides. Kicking the opposite leg out, driving into that heel. Opposite hand comes forward. Squeezing the core, let's lift it up. Drop the hip. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Let's pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Bringing it in. Now we're going to take the leg we started with, squeezing our core still, grounding underneath those hands. Let's lift it up for our fire hydrant. So bringing our knee so it's in line with our hip bone and as flat as you can get that leg. And down. Lift it up and down. Squeeze it in and down. Use that inner thigh. Back down. Body stays steady. Back down. We've got 4 more. 4, 3. Nice flat back. 2. Last one. Bring it down. Re-engage that core. Re-squeeze those shoulder blades. I know I was losing it a little there. Let's lift the opposite leg. Squeezing it in, nice flat leg. Lower, let's lift it up and lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down. Re-engage that core. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Nice long neck. Let's kick one foot back. Kick the opposite foot back. And hold that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One knee down, opposite knee down. And we're going to come so that we are up on our knees, facing forward. Okay, scooping those hips under us, lifting the abs in and up. We're sitting up nice and tall. Let's just take a nice deep breath here with palms facing forward. Inhale and exhale. Okay, kicking one leg out so that your toe is pointed. Nice straight leg, keeping the hips under us, abs are engaged. Drop one hand down to the floor. We're going to reach up and over to the side, squeezing it all in. Taking a deep breath. Lift that hand all the way straight to the ceiling so that our shoulder blade is engaged. Lift that bottom leg, pointing that toe, squeezing tight. Let's pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Now we're going to take our elbow to our knee, crunching on that side. So keep that core engaged. We're going to lift that leg, elbow to knee, back out, elbow to knee, back out, elbow to knee, back out, elbow to knee, back out. 4 more. 4. Don't let that body move. 3. Use those obliques. 2. One more time. Back out. Now we're going to drop down to the elbow, sliding our bottom knee out under so that it is in line with our other knee. Keeping ourselves up, squeeze those abs, squeeze that hip in, reach up to the ceiling, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. We'll come back up onto our knees. And let's take another deep breath, palms facing forward, hips scooped under, abs are in. Deep breath in, pull it all the way out. And going to the opposite side. So bring that toe out. Nice straight legs. Hand comes down to the floor. Let's take a quick stretch up over the head. Scooping those hips under, abs are engaged. Bring the hands to the ceiling. Hovering that leg, finding our balance. We're going to pulse that leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Okay, squeezing that core, squeezing those glutes. Let's go for our crunches. So elbow to knee, back out. 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 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down. Now let's take ourselves, slide that bottom leg under us, down onto the elbow. Glutes are in, core is engaged, obliques are working, reaching up to the ceiling. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. We'll roll onto our stomach so that toes are together, knees are apart, and slide down into a quick child's pose. Just give those hips a second. Take a couple of deep, slow breaths. Okay, we're going to come back up so that hands are underneath the shoulders, sliding those knees back so that we're in our knee plank. We're going to drop the hips, squeezing the abs in and up. Now bringing the elbows towards the sides, we're going to slowly lower that body to the floor, pushing straight back up. So lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. We're doing two more. Lower, lift, squeeze that core, lower, and lift. And then let's slowly find our way so that our legs are stacked on one side and our fingertips are just barely touching the floor. Our abs are in and up. We're sitting up nice and tall, nice straight spine. Take that hand that's furthest from the leg, slide it out away, drop to the elbow, reach that arm up and over. Using those obliques, those nice side muscles, we're going to lift ourselves and switch to the opposite side. This is our mermaid. So let's bring it down, reach it up and over. Big stretch up over the crown of the head. Use those abs to lift and switch. And slowly bringing it down, reaching up and over. Use those abs to lift and stretch the opposite direction. One more on this side, bringing it down, reaching up and over. And squeeze it all in as we lift and switch sides. Bring those arms down, swing those legs around. Okay, fingertips are just touching the floor. Abs are in and up, shoulder blades slide down the back. Take that hand that's furthest from the leg. Slide it out, dropping down, reaching up and over the head. Stretch past the crown of the head. Let's use those obliques to lift and switch sides. And slowly coming right back down. Control this. Use those abs. Lift and switch it right back up. And slowly bringing it down, squeezing it all in, stretching past the crown of the head. Squeeze and lift. And one more on this side, reaching it up and over. Big stretch. Squeeze it in, lift, and switch. And let's bring those hands down and sitting nice and comfortably here. We're going to take our hands to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to drop those elbows as hard as we can and make a fist with our hands. So let's inhale, reach. Exhale, drop it. So we want to pinch those shoulder blades together on this exhale, opening up that chest. So let's reach it up. Exhale, pinch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pinch. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pinch. And let those hands come down. Fingertips just barely grazing the floor again. Shake those shoulders out for a second. And then we're going to bring our left ear to our left shoulder. Quick little neck stretch here. And switch sides, right ear to right shoulder. Coming back up to the side, let's drop our gaze forward. All the way to the chest. Lifting back up, eyes go to the ceiling. Coming back forward, let's turn our eyes to the right. And all the way over to the left. Bring it back forward. We're going to take one more deep breath, reaching up. Exhale, let those arms fall. And you are all set to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. And remember that we're off next week. So review those videos on the YouTube page, and we'll catch back up in a couple weeks. Have a great Thanksgiving.